My name is AA Dhand. I'm the author of Streets of Darkness and Girl Zero, which feature my detective Harry Verdi. And Streets of Darkness opens up in Lister Park, which is where we currently are on a beautiful sunny day in Bradford. And in the opening chapter of that book, Harry stands here against a castle-gated gatehouse of the main gate in Lister Park. And he's tired from a run. He's annoyed because he's been suspended from work for assaulting a member of the public who racially abused his Muslim wife, who's just about to give birth to their first baby. So he's really in a pickle and he's really annoyed at himself. And he does a run through this beautiful park, stops here, turns around, and on the monument of Sir Titus Salt, who built one of the biggest woolen mills the world has ever seen in Bradford, he finds the crucified body of Shakil Ahmed, and Streets of Darkness begins in earnest. So earlier on we were in Lister Park, which is the opening of Streets of Darkness, and now we're in the centre of town. I call this the square. We have got the dilapidated mill on the right hand side here, and basically this is wreck and ruin. At night time, this is where the ghouls come out from. This is where there are broken needles on the floor, there's broken glass. This is the old dilapidated part of the city where the darkness is. And in Girl Zero, just behind us is the Crabtree building, and that's where Harry drags one of the conspirators in that book to carry out his own version of justice. So Bradford has two sides to it. Earlier on we were at Lister Park, the sun was shining, there was waterfalls, water fountains, there was ducks swimming in the ponds, and now here we have the complete opposite end of the city. And my books, whether it's Streets of Darkness or Girl Zero, always show the real high positive side and the real low side, because every city has two sides to a story. So we're here just next to the Crabtree building in Bradford, which used to be a big wool factory, closed down many years ago, and since then it's been used as a car parts factory and also a chicken factory, believe it or not. And it's the setting of the book because it's where Harry gets really cross with one of the bad guys in Girl Zero, and he takes him to the top floor, because on the top floor the street light is on level with the top floor of the building. So you have this smashed glass, you have this amber light creeping through the window, and Harry gives the bad guy a choice of whether he wants to leave in one piece or in many pieces. And I think that it perfectly reflects that scene in the book, because you can see from here, this is where the ghouls come out at night time. This is the abandoned part of Bradford in need of much regeneration. And there are so many mills like this, which are amazing buildings, and all they need is a little imagination and probably a lot of money, but there's nothing to stop them from changing from darkness into something the city could really be proud of. So we're in Andicliffe Cemetery, which is an old Victorian cemetery, and I don't think there's a cemetery like this anywhere in England. This is where rich wool merchants would be buried, and the size of the tombstone reflected the amount of wealth that person had. So we can see this is the largest tomb in Andicliffe Cemetery. You get an idea of just how grand it is and just how much money this gentleman who passed away would have had. I use this as a location in the book. So at night time, I refer to Bradford at night time, that's where the ghouls come out. And when I was researching the book, I came here at night time and I found a few people sleeping here, homeless people, because some of the tombs are covered and it gives good shelter. So Harry and Lucas come here to find a homeless person who's supplied drugs, and they need to question him, and they come to Andicliffe Cemetery, and there's a really tense scene set here where Harry and Lucas have to engage the darker forces that are hunting them to escape, and what they do is jump off of this wall which takes you down towards Barkerend Road, but also this used to be a setting of my youth, because the trees are overgrown now, but you could sit on that wall with a pair of binoculars and you could watch a Bradford City football match, because the stadium is just over there. And it wasn't covered, so on a Saturday we couldn't afford to watch a game, but we would come here with a pair of binoculars, me and the lads from my estate, and you'd watch a free football game, because the view there is spectacular. But we can see the tombstones there, they're all different shapes, a serpent, an eagle, a mother cradling a baby. It's just a very unique visual setting, and I think as a crime writer, if you can select locations that really breathe atmosphere into your chapter, it's a win-win situation. So we're in the corner shop that I grew up in for 35 years, which we only recently let go of, and it's where all of the ideas for the books that I write came from. It's where I meet 300 people a day, and it's a really multicultural, vibrant part of the community, the corner shop. And by having 300 interactions a day in a corner shop, you meet so many people, so many different interactions. It's simply that much material to feed into every element of my writing. So the corner shop has influenced and will continue to influence every area of my writing. It's the happiest times of my life, and it's literally where every interaction that feeds into Streets of Darkness happened in one way or another.